Well, hello there and welcome back to my channel, or of course welcome to my channel if you're new. If you are new, then hello, lovely to meet you. My name is Alex, and if you are new here, make sure you stick around and subscribe. If you're not new and you've been here for a while, then why not make sure that notification bell is switched on just so you're notified of every single time that I upload. Now for today's video, I have such an exciting one because we are going to be testing a brand new collab with iHeartRevolution. So iHeartRevolution have collaborated with the Flintstone cereals, which are Fruity Pebbles and also Cocoa Pebbles. I decided to pick up the majority of the Fruity Pebbles collection just because it spoke to me a little bit more, but I did also have to pick up a Cocoa Pebbles gloss because this gloss is absolutely stunning and I needed it. And also, just quickly before we get into all the products, this video is also very exciting because it's in collaboration with one of my very good friends that I've collaborated so many times on this channel, LUCE Stephenson. I feel like I'm always talking about her as well. She's one of my closest YouTube friends. We talk literally almost every single day, and she does a lot of the same videos that I do, like Revolution reviews, unboxings, and our content is just very similar. So if you love my channel, you're definitely going to love Lucy, so I'll make sure to leave her video link down below. So after you've watched this one, make sure you head down to my description box to watch hers as well. Okay, so as I said, I picked up a few items. I have not even opened these, so I need scissors. So the first thing I picked up was the bath crystals from the Fruity Pebbles collection. Now I'm not gonna lie, did mainly buy this because of the packaging. I mean, how cute. I don't even eat cereal, right? I don't like milk, so I don't eat cereal. It's a whole thing, but I wanted to buy this because the packaging is just so pleasing to the eye. Do you know what I mean? It's just great. Plus I don't have any bath crystals, I don't think, and I think you just put these in your bath and it makes it smell very nice and things. Not really too sure. These cost £6. I will leave a Revolution code down below if you're interested in picking anything up, and it will get you 20% off. So yeah, that is the first item that I picked up. By the way, this collection is absolutely massive. I only literally picked up a few items, but there's a Fruity Pebbles side and a Cocoa Pebbles side, and each side has like makeup brushes, a body butter sort of product, headbands, makeup bags, literally everything, and obviously the makeup as well. So the first makeup item I picked up was the Fruity Pebbles Shadow Palette. Obviously had to pick one of these up. This retails for £15 and it is exactly the same on the actual palette. I think this is all cruelty free and vegan. This is what the eyeshadow palette looks like. So the Fruity Pebbles one is obviously the one that's much more colourful. If you are more of a neutrals type of person, the Cocoa Pebbles one would have been so much more suited for you. I believe Lucy is uploading one tomorrow on that collection, and also Lizzie. I think them two are collaborating, so that's going to be good if you want to watch that. And then there's also a little mirror in here, so yeah, I'm very excited to try this. Next we have the Fruity Pebbles highlighter. Now I picked this one up because the Cocoa one had a lot of more darker bronzy shades in it, and I just know for a fine fact that that's not going to work on my skin, so I picked this one up. This is super fun. I don't have a highlighter like this in my collection, but firstly, that is the packaging of the highlighter. How cute. And then the actual highlighter itself is like a rainbowy highlighter. Now I know highlighters are not in anymore. They were in maybe a few years ago, but I want to swirl this all together and see what colour comes on my cheeks, you know. So yeah, that is super pretty. And then I could not pick up a lip product. They did have lip oils on the Fruity Pebbles side, but I've just accumulated 2 lip oils. I don't need any more, but I did want to pick up a gloss, even though I have so many glosses, and I probably didn't need to pick up this either. But when I saw the shade of this lip gloss, I had to pick it up. So this is the Bam Bam lip gloss from the Cocoa side. How cute. And by the way, the highlighter was £7 and these lip glosses are £5. How beautiful is this lip gloss shade? I'm just so excited. And apparently the products are scented like the cereal, so I just need to smell this. Oh yeah, that is like cocoa powder. That is how I can describe that scent. Okay, so those are all the rundown of the products. Let's get into testing them. So firstly, we are going to start off with the highlighter. Obviously, I'm looking very flat at the moment. I need to bring some dimension to my face. Where is my highlight brush? Here it is. I love that there's a little mirror in here. That is really cute. So all I'm going to do, just going to swish my brush around in there. I'm a little bit kickbacky. Is this going to be like bluey greeny? Okay, so I've just swirled my brush around in there a few times and the like layout of the highlighter hasn't changed, so that's quite cool. This is the highlighter. I'll just come up a bit close. It's definitely got a greeny blue undertone, but it's really not that obvious. I'd say if you were far away, you couldn't even tell that much. So considering this is a rainbow highlighter, practically, I actually really like it, and the formula is really, really good. Like, that is super, super blinding. And yeah, I'm not mad at this. I don't mind this. Like, I would wear this out. Like, it's not bam green highlighter in your face, you know what I mean? The cast, maybe I have got a little bit of a cast. I don't know if you can quite tell when I look forward, but it's not too bad. Like, not as bad as the Aristocats grey cast I had. Like, this is nowhere near as bad. So I can get on board with that, and I think it's absolutely beautiful. Okay, next we're going to move on to the eyeshadow palette. So before I actually apply my eyes, let's do some swatches. Okay, so these are the swatches of the entire palette. Now, I'm not going to lie, this is actually a really good swatched palette by Art Revolution, especially their collab palettes. Previously, the swatches have not been that great, but the mattes in here are actually really impressive, and the shimmers are definitely okay. They're not the beautiful, like, foily formula that I absolutely love, but they are definitely swatching really nicely, and obviously will tell the quality of them when they're on my lid. So I couldn't locate my Revolution eye primer today, so I've just put on my Anastasia Beverly Hills one. This is actually quite similar to the Revolution one, although it's not as drying. Like, this one is more drying than the Revolution one. So let's get started with this palette. I have no idea what look I'm going to do. I'm just going to start putting shades in my eyes and like see where we go. So firstly, I'm going to take the shade Cereal, which is this yellow matte here, and I'm just going to start by putting that in the very first part of my lid. It's actually a really pastel-y yellow, but it's going on really pigmented. Okay, next I'm going to grab the orange in the palette, which is Wilma, this one here. And I'm just going to take a little bit of that shade and blend it just slightly next to that yellow. Then I'm going to take the red matte in the palette, which is called Fruity. These shades have a little bit of kickback, but I mean the pigment's going on really nicely. And I'm just going to put this right next to where I put the orange. And then I'm going to take the pink in the palette, which is called Dino, and I'm going to blend that just at the very end. And then my absolute favourite like tip for when you've got looks like this is just to get a clean fluffy blending brush and just start buffing the edges, and it really transforms it and makes it look much more seamless. Don't get me wrong, I am going to go back in with all of these shades just to blend them out, but just as like a starting guide for the blend, I love to do this because it just doesn't look anywhere harsh as it would be like when you've put the colours down. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through all of these shades, re-blend it all. I'm going to also put on a half cut crease, and I'll be right back, and then we can play with one of the shimmers. Okay, so I've re-blended everything. I've put my half cut creases on with the ABH eye primer, and now we need to put a beautiful shimmer on the lid. So there's only one. As soon as I saw it, I was like, yep, we're putting that all over the lid. This is the Slate Rock and Gravel shade. It is a silver. Now, I know that Revolution can make a good silver. Like, whenever they put them in there, like Forever Flawless palettes and things, amazing quality. let's just hope that this is good quality as well. Okay, so I've put the silver on. This is definitely not as like metallic and shiny as the other Revolution silvers. However, it is actually really good quality for a shimmer. It applied on really, really nicely. I had no issues with patchiness or dryness or anything like that. I did, however, go in with some wetness on my brush, and then I applied it, and it did make them a tad more shimmery. So if you want to add an extra pop, definitely go in with like a spray, wet the shadows, and then put them on. But as for the actual formula, I'm impressed. It's not the best silver I know Revolution can do though. That's my own thing. Okay, and to blend that out, I'm going to take the cherry shade, which is like a shimmery red, and I'm just going to use a little bit of this on the other side of that brush, and just going to use that to blend out the outer edges so there's no harsh line. Okay, so now I've blended that all out, we're now going to go into the lower lash line. So firstly, I'm going to take the shade Hoppy, which is this greeny shade here. This shade is just absolutely everywhere at the moment. I'm seeing it in like every palette that's coming out. I'm just going to apply this to the very like outer corner of this eye look, of this eye, what's it called? Lower lash line. And then for the front of my lower lash line, I'm going to take the shade Pebbles, which is this green shade here. Okay, and then for the inner corners and brow bone, I'm going to take the shade Milk, which is this like neutrally shimmer down here. Again, when I saw it, I was like, yeah, that's the perfect inner corner and brow bone shade. Okay, so this is the completed eye look. That inner corner shade is absolutely stunning, as predicted. So this is the completed eye look. I'm now going to hop off camera. I'm just going to put some lashes and mascara on, and then we can try out the lip gloss together. Okay, so I'm back, and I finished off my eyes. I firstly used my Tarte lashes in TL6. I had to use a dramatic pair for this extremely dramatic eye look. For my mascara, I just used my Makeup Obsession Mood Mascara, and as you can see, I have got lip liner on, and I of course had to use my favourite brown lip liner, which is Bite Me by Morphe. And now we get to test out this beautiful lip gloss. So yeah, I love the packaging of these. I think it's better than their other lip gloss packaging. I don't know, I really prefer this for some reason. And as I mentioned earlier, it literally smells like cocoa powder. So yeah, let's get this on. There's a slightly bigger doe foot. Okay, this is such a beautiful brownie nude lip gloss. I'm going to be using this very often. I love the colour of it. I just think it's absolutely beautiful. It smells quite strong of like cocoa powder, and to be honest, I can still smell it while it's on my lips, but it's not too much for me. Like if this was a perfumey scent, it'd be too much, but because it smells like cocoa powder, I don't find it too much. As for the actual formula, feels really nice and comfortable. It's not sticky, and yeah, I really like it. This gets a massive thumbs up from me. The shade is absolutely everything. This is one sexy lip gloss. If you need like a new nude lip gloss, have a look at this line, because this is just absolutely beautiful. Okay, so that was me testing out all of the makeup products from the new I Heart Revolution and Pebbles range. Obviously I can't test out bath crystals in a YouTube video. Well, I guess I could, but you know, you're more here for the makeup point of view. I'll definitely use those bath crystals at some point, and if they absolutely blow my mind, I'll let you know about it. But as for the makeup we tested out today, highlighter really surprised me. I was expecting it to be like a really strong bluey green highlighter, but it actually wasn't. I think it looks so much better than I thought it was. Yes, it does pull a little bit green, but personally it doesn't bother me. I would generally wear this highlighter out. I think it's blinding, it's beautiful, it's such a good formula as well. So thumbs up for the highlighter. The palette, really surprised me, okay? That is a really good quality collab palette by I Heart Revolution. They have done some not so good collab palettes in the past. This one, really good quality. The mattes were super pigmented and easy to blend. I did have to go over them a couple of times, but that was because I was constantly blending in between. But yeah, they went on really nicely pigmented. The shimmers, as I said, went on exceptionally well. I just went in with a bit of spray on my brush just to accentuate the shimmer in it just a little bit more, and that definitely helped it. I would not say that that is a terrible shimmer. I've definitely played with other I Heart Revolution collab palettes that have had way worse shimmers in them, so I'm super happy with the palette, and as I said, I'm really happy with the gloss. So safe to say, I really like this collection. I honestly think it's one of the best collab collections that I Heart Revolution have done today, so I'm really impressed with it, and I'd love to know your thoughts and opinions on it down below. So I'm going to round this video up here. Please don't forget to go and check out Luce's video down below in the description box. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please let me know by smashing the thumbs up button, and of course if you haven't already, please subscribe down below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.